Guys, it is January 24th, 2022. I got a call from a guy who's got a gas furnace and the fan's not working. He says he can hear it smelling like it's cooking in there. I told him to shut it off. It could be a bad capacitor, or it could be a bad motor, or something's bound up, right? I mean, so we'll check the capacitor first if it's that. I did tell him to shut it off, let it cool off a little bit until I get there. It's not running anyway, so I might have to pull it out and get another motor. I think he said it was a carrier unit or something. But either way, I can pull the motor out and get another, rescue motor type of thing. Might even have some in the truck here. Not sure. But well, that's what we're doing. We're gonna go over there and see if we can find out what's going on with it. Yo, how you doing, Mama? This thing, the motor spins fine. Let's check that capacitor and then we'll see if that's the problem. Let's hope it is. Sometimes it's simple shit, I got a GMC, I'm not too happy with it.
I have a GMC 2500, 2015, and you get about the same gas mileage.
I got a 2014, and the flipping thing, brand new, using flipping oil. 3 quarts of oil, every oil change.
That's not good.
No!
No, I just got it cheap last week on that phone.
So, and then they're telling me that's normal. Yeah, it's normal, alright.
I didn't say anything when I got my last oil change.
Uh-huh.
I didn't say anything on my last oil change. I didn't keep up with it.
Well, I'm driving along, all of a sudden the flipping oil light comes on, so, I put oil in it, so I wonder why it was so low, And before it needs another oil change, it's down another 3. Oh, that's normal. Yeah, that's normal, alright. Fucking idiots. Huh? It's normal. It's only 3 quarts of oil.
You need 16. 15 is what you bought, Betty. You need 16. Yeah. Yep, 16. 16 by 25.
There should be a 5.
16 wide.
Yeah, there should be a 5. Check it. You're not running it without filters, I hope.
No, I just pulled it out.
Look bad?
Huh? No. Not too bad.
This looks pretty bad to me.
Well, I haven't been in very long.
You just need to get some new ones, right?
Yeah, she's gonna go grab some today.
Yeah. There's a little capacitor in here that we're going to check it. Sometimes they're bad. It helps the motor to run. If it's bad, it won't run. It actually gives a place for the voltage to go in and out, the capacitor. Yeah. And it kind of like I say it holds like a charge to help it start, but it actually gives a place for the voltage to come in and out of. And if it's not working, it won't start. So we'll see where we're at here. Hopefully that's all it is, because that's an easy fix. Yep. Well, it's 3.2 and it should be 5, so it's weak. Let's put another one in there and see if it does a trick, okay?
Okay.
See if it starts it up. That's weak. One's 494, which is good.
No, 16. You need 16.
Only 16.
15 now.
Oh, 15.
Yeah, so you need 16. Those are 50. That's all.
Let's see if it works now. OMG. Let's see if it works. There it goes. Oh, it sounds like there's something in there though. Working.
Yep.
So I said, sometimes it's something easy, you know, the capacitor was just weak. That's why it was good I told you to shut it off and let it cool off, because if not, it just sits there and cooks. And it won't start. If that capacitor's out of range or bad, it won't start. It just...
Yeah. Friday, when I got home from work, later on that night, you could smell plastic burning.
Yeah, it was probably the motor trying to start, right? Yeah. So it might be okay, it might not. The motor, I don't know what kind of damage was done to it. But sometimes they just change that and it's good. Sometimes, you know, the motors don't last long.
Right.
So let's let it ride. And if it goes out, then we'll have to change the motor. But it might be okay.
You said you thought you heard something. Just then?
There's an electric motor in there that runs the fan. And there's a capacitor that helps the motor start. And when the motor's running, voltage goes in and out of that capacitor. So that was faulty. So you've been running it like this for a while with a faulty capacitor, which put a lot of strain on the motor. Because it kind of like cooks it. There's like electrical wire in it that's all like, it's got like a shellac over it. So when you're cooking it like that, it's not good for the motor. So now that I got the new capacitor in there, it's starting now, but I ain't going to guarantee that it's going to run for another 10 years or another year. I don't know. It might work. It might run for a day. It might run for 2 years or 10 years. I don't know. So there's no rhyme or reason to it. I mean, so we fixed it. We got it working. But like I said, I can't guarantee how long it's going to work.
Yeah, I thought you said you heard something just then when you started.
Well, he said he could smell it.
Still this filter.
You want to put the filter back in?
Yeah.
So just for now, and she's going to get
Small,
more, right?
Yeah, that's a small one. She got the wrong size the last one. She's going to go get the right size. That's why.
Does it?
No. Don't fit too bad.
Did you get the proper size? Did you tell her to...
She's going to go get them today.
Did you measure it?
Yeah, 16 by 25.
Yeah, this 15 by 25 is a square size. I think it's a little bigger than that. Is it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 16.
16 by 25, right? It's important you get filters, okay? You don't want to run it, especially if you got AC. You got AC in this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the coil will get dirty. The coil gets dirty. Now all of a sudden now you got issues with no airflow. Then you got big problems.
So should
Oh,
we
yeah,
have
but the
known
bottom
that
one
we
is
were
first.
having trouble before with that?
You got to put the bottom one in after.
Yeah, you put that one in first, kind of hold it right there, and there you go, just like that.
Yeah, it's important that you keep the filters clean and changed. Because if not, you could have problems with, it's like a radiator for the air conditioner. And if that gets full of dust, it's going to have big problems. The dust is supposed to be caught in the filter. But seeing you don't have a filter, it goes right past. Let's put new batteries in the thermostat, so check it. I know it works because I jumped it out down here and she fired. Alright, so it was probably just the batteries were low. I did jump out the switch. Could just be the batteries, you know. Just want to make sure it fires before I go. There you go. Fire it up. Alright, so no fan cap. Now, where'd you get my number?
Oh, I called a friend of mine.
Alright guys, it is January 25th, 2022. I got a call from back from that lady with that American Standard furnace. She says that it's not heating the house again. So I went over there yesterday and the run capacitor was really low on the fan. And I changed that and the fan started up. We had to play around with the thermostat to get it to work, change the batteries and whatnot. But it was working yesterday when I left it. I told her that, you know, there's no guarantee on how long that motor would last because they kind of really put it through a good cook. They put it through a good pig roast, you know, the thing was baking away there for a while so they could smell it down there, so. Sometimes you can change the capacitor and it's fine. Sometimes, you know, they run for a couple of weeks. Sometimes they run for years. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I explained that to them. Their son was there and they wanted to let it ride, but maybe the motor's dead. I don't know. It could be that the motor's, when we go there and the motor's hot, we know we're going to change it. It could be anything. It could be a, you know, induced fan motor that's bad. It could be an igniter that let loose. It could be the thermostat not working. So let's go by and let's see if we can figure out what's going on with it. The son's working today and the mother called me, I guess. I was there yesterday, you know, she paid me for putting a capacitor in to get it up and running. This old shit like this, there's no rhyme or reason to it, you know. Do the best you can, and if it breaks down, you explain it to the people, and give them the options, what they want to do, and it's their house, their money, their property. Do what they want. Oh, I've been doing this for 150 years. I want to change the motor for sure. Oh yeah! I've been doing this for my whole life, 150 years, you know. I would have cut the grass and cleaned their dishes too. Oh yeah, I would have. Would have raked their lawn too, Mama. Holy shit. Yeah, forgot to rake our lawn, Molly. I'll bring in the mail and vacuum the rugs too. Oh yeah. I've been doing it for 50 years. All right, buddy. All right, set for 73. I got it taped so it won't shut off when I open it. The fan's red hot. It's red hot and it's not running hot. So we're gonna have to pull it, change the motor. Yeah, it's just kind of bound up. I could feel it. Motor's all bound up. Motor's all bound up. So they cleaned the flame sensor, we got the motor back in. Filters back, but just want to make sure everything works. gotta change the capacitor. It was a 7.5. Huh? Yeah, I put a different one in because this one calls for a different one. That one calls for a 5. So it calls for, this one calls for a set. It goes to fan. This one calls for a 7.5. Just want to make sure our rotation's proper. Should be. I just want to check the rotation. I made sure it was in there right, but I always like to check it, you know? Make sure it's spinning the right way. Nope, it's not. It's not spinning the right way. I gotta change the rotation. So I did change the rotation. We could check it easy enough with the, just jump out the fan. It's red and green here. I'm gonna do it. Nope. I don't want anything. Yeah, she's spinning right now. That's what we want. We gotta make sure you get the right rotation, you know?
Is that the fan you're talking about?
Yeah, because the new motor can spin clockwise or counterclockwise.
Oh.
So I had it the wrong direction. So we just switched the wires. Now it's gonna work. It's gonna be the reverse wires are in there, no big deal. Alright, so she should fire back up and fan should blow good now. Yeah, that thermostat's got a delay on it. Gotta put the filters back. Usually we have ignition. We know the fan's spinning the right way and put the filters back in the door. New blower fan motor and clean flame sensor. Alright guys, so I swapped that motor out for that lady. I did tell them yesterday when I changed the capacitor that, you know, the thing did fire up. It might run, it might not. You know, there's no rhyme or reason to this stuff. Usually when they cook away like that, it's probably not a bad idea just to change the motor out. But I had told the people about it yesterday and they wanted to wait because the other one was running. So it ran for about a day and then it stopped running again. So the capacitor did help it, but for about a day. You gotta give it leave the decision up to the homeowner. That's always been my policy. Explain to them what's going on and what their options are, and let them decide. Because they're the ones paying you, right? At the end of the day, it always comes down to they're the ones that are paying you to do-re me. So she's happy. I ran right back over there today and swapped the motor out for her. No big deal. All in a day's work. Miss Molly, it's all in a day's work, Miss Molly. Yeah, you love working. You love working with Daddy. Ah, it's all in a day's work, Miss Molly. Yeah.